Ooh, my big cousin's in here, and he got my phone number, so he just skipping the chat altogether. My big cousin Rico in there. That's my mama's favorite son. What's your thoughts on Tennessee, and what do you think about the upcoming Vols versus OU game? That might be a game I'm at. That's how excited I am about Josh Heupel's return to OU, because Josh Heupel ain't got no love for Coach Stoops. Those y'all that don't know, Josh Heupel was offense coordinator until such time as Coach Stoops let him go and brought in a guy named Lincoln Riley. Then handed the controls to Lincoln Riley. Many of us thought the controls might one day be handed to Josh Heupel. Lincoln Riley did what he did with Oklahoma, made college football playoffs, won Big 12 championships, created Heisman winners and number 1 overalls. And Josh Heupel took the long way back to prominence. Missouri, learning that offense, learning how to run the veer and shoot, going from running zone read and pro style to now what you see is tempo. Taking over a Tennessee program that was, shall we say, in a dumpster by their standards, right? They did not feel good about Butch Jones. They did not feel good about Jeremy Pruitt. They were in a bad way themselves. And Josh Heupel said, I got it. I know how to do this. Just trust me. Let me work. And what did he do? He rehabilitates Hendon Hooker into a Heisman caliber quarterback. He gets a win against Alabama, and they ain't beat Alabama since the invention of the iPhone before he did it. He's turned Joe Milton into a player. Nico Iamaleava. I'm going to get there, Nico. Promise. That dude's a player. We know that he's great. We saw what they were able to do against Iowa. I think that that's going to be a really good test for both of those programs, what the new SEC is going to be. Tennessee going to Oklahoma. I'm also going to add here, Oklahoma giving Tennessee to what 4.5 now at England. So that in that way, do I expect Oklahoma to win? Yeah. But I also expect Josh Heupel to throw the kitchen sink at Oklahoma, where he won a national championship and had Torrance Marshall going out there against Florida State saying, I came to get my boys Heisman back. And where he is saying it, like he ain't got a statue because he didn't win a Heisman trophy. But if you're going to talk about Josh Heupel, you're also going to talk about Jason White. You're also going to talk about Sam Bradford. You're going to talk about, my goodness, what T. Martin might mean to Tennessee is what Josh Heupel means to Oklahoma, right? It's just that. Really, really, really love that man. And I expect that one to be a barn burner because it is SEC play. It is at Oklahoma, and it is one of our own coming back to try to pillage and burn. I'm taking it, I'm going in the wrong direction on that, but you get my point. Tennessee would like nothing more than watch Josh Heupel stomp over Oklahoma on the way to perhaps winning an SEC championship. So that's where my cousin is at. That's where my cousin at. He a Rocky Top fan. I still claim him. I love him, but he a Rocky Top fan. You know what I'm saying? Smokey, but not the one that we actually like. The other one, those y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Probably don't know what Big Worm is. Probably don't know about Debo getting bashed in the head with a brick. Why every time you in the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, eating up all food. I want some of them pig feet. What else we got in here? Tennessee fans are nuts. They beat Bama one time in over a decade. Can't beat Georgia either. Can't win the SEC, but they act like they are the dynasty. Hey, man, I'm not going to knock that. They earned that in the 20th century. It's kind of like, I don't go after Tennessee because A&M exists. Tennessee has done something both in the 20th century and in this one. Tennessee has been about it, and Tennessee wants it. A&M ain't won a conference championship since 1998. Hasn't won a national championship since 1939. Tennessee, that's not their story. You know what I mean? Even Ole Miss fans can say, we've been somebody. Arkansas fans can say, we've been somebody. It's tough. It's tough. But I think I'm also colored by, so I went to school at Booker T. Washington in Tulsa, and Robert Meacham went to Booker T. Robert went up to Tennessee and turned into, a dude that's like, we can't get that dude to Oklahoma. But I say that about a bunch of dudes that come out of the Tulsa Metro. We got dudes at Ohio State. We got dudes at Michigan. We got dudes at Alabama. Like Cole Adams at Alabama, he was down the road from me. That dude was playing safety. And I'm going, that dude can't stay in the state. Nope. Coach Saban recruits him. Josh Jacobs, McLean. He over there at Alabama. Dax Hill, Michigan. Josh Proctor, Ohio State. Robert Meacham, Tennessee. Felix Jones, Arkansas. Saying, man, we be turning them out. And that'll also have me looking at you with a smile. You recruit one of my kids, all of the kiddos that I love, man, yeah, I'm going to be about it. It's one of the reasons I love Arkansas so much. Coach Pittman is from here. Coach Pittman from Grove, Oklahoma. He went to Pitt State, a gorilla, and he get it how he lived, man. I love that man with my whole heart. Like he understands it. He gets it. He loves his players. I really want Arkansas to be great. I really, really do. Like between Arkansas and Nebraska, I love Arkansas just a little bit more than I love Nebraska, and that's got a little bit more to do with OU and Nebraska. You get what I'm saying? But I need Nebraska to be good too. Wouldn't hurt my feelings none to see Nebraska and Arkansas be top 10 teams. Not at all. I would love that. See what's got it going on in here. Changing the topic. Well, that's what a chat show is. Will Howard is going to get Ryan Day fired. He's getting overhyped. Chill out, man. They ain't played a game yet, Mark. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only person that seems to think that Will Howard can play. I take that back. Me and Ryan Day, me and Chip Kelly, but Buckeye fans, man, they just don't believe this man. They don't see it at all. And I watched that man beat a Texas Christian team that was undefeated for the Big 12 championship. And they're like, Avery Johnson ran him off. I don't think that's it, man. I really don't think that's it. I think that Will Howard was getting ready to go to SC until Miller Moss torched Louisville and made that damn near impossible. I mean, Jaden Mayava transferred over there from UNLV after putting together one hell of a season. He'd a backup. I think it's more like Will Howard is going to be able to do what DJ Uiagalelei was asked to do, which is manage the offense. My thing about Will Howard is all he got to do is be Craig Krenzel. And he is a much better athlete than Craig Krenzel ever was. Craig Krenzel won a national championship. You got Quinshawn Judkins. You got Travion Henderson. You got Emeka Buka. You got Carnell Tate. You got J.J. Smith. My God, I can't wait to watch this dude play. And your defense is great. I mean, leave that man alone. Will Howard ain't done nothing yet. So let's not talk about who he is or isn't going to get fired. Let the boy play. They got Akron. He's going to throw for 300, 4 TDs. And y'all going to be like, it's Akron. Yeah, that's what I would say too. So for now, let's just pump the brakes on that, my guy. You're asking a lot here.